There are plenty of sports bars out there where you can get a cold beer and watch a game, but there aren't a lot of sports bars where you go for some really good food, but that's how we ended up here. We're on Main Street in Tewksbury, Massachusetts at a place named Brothers Sports Bar and Grill, or BSB&G for short. And at this sports bar, the food definitely comes first. The menu has everything you would expect to find at a sports bar: chicken wings, pizzas, sandwiches. But everything is cooked fresh, everything is made from scratch, and everything is super tasty. This place is owned by Peter Sanakis and his family. He grew up in the restaurant business. The original Brothers Sports Bar and Grill is in Dracut. This is the second location. It's been here about a year, and it is beautiful for a sports bar. Of course, you have the sports memorabilia all over the walls, but it's not all cheesy. It's actually pretty tasteful and upscale. There are colorful graffiti murals, and I love these cool blueprint schematics of all the various arenas in and around Boston. So this is the kind of place where you can feel comfortable bringing in a whole family, or you can just sit at the bar, watch a game, and play some Keno. The first food I always think of when I go to a sports bar is chicken wings. What makes the wings really special here is that they're roasted in the oven. I actually really like an oven roasted wing. I think it adds and enhances the flavor. Of course, buffalo is their #1 selling flavor, and they're really good. But my personal favorite is the garlic and parmesan. It's not a sauce, it's a dry rub. It has a lot of flavor. It might make your breath stink a little bit, but it's worth it. That's an award-winning wing. Here's something I did not expect to find at a sports bar in Tewksbury: birria. Essentially, it is slow stewed beef cooked in its own juices. Here they do birria a few different ways. They have birria fries. You get nice crunchy French fries with a load of that beef on top, along with some cheese, onions, cilantro. You get a nice little pile of guacamole on there, dollop of sour cream. So it's kind of like nachos, kind of like poutine. Whatever it is, it's really tasty. I think even better is the birria quesadilla. So this is like the quesadilla of my dreams. Flour tortilla, packed and stacked with tons of melted cheese. Then in comes the birria. And then to take it up to the next level, it comes with a side of consommé, the broth in which the beef was cooked. Take that, dip it into the broth, and it is powerfully, incredibly yummy. This is the kind of restaurant that you need both hands. One hand for a nice cold beer, another hand for an awesome sandwich. For a lot of their customers, the MVP of the menu is the MVP sandwich. It starts with a chicken cutlet, fried, crispy, and golden. They top it off with some homemade vodka sauce, throw in some melted mozzarella cheese, and it's surrounded by pesto on both sides of the bread. It's like something you get in the North End, but you're getting it here in Tewksbury at a sports bar. Who would have thought? Now let's check out their steak and cheese sub. This is known as the spicy ranchero cheesesteak. So this is fresh steak that is sizzled up on the grill, and then they layer in chopped up pepperoni, pickled jalapenos, cheddar cheese, and some of their house-made ranch dressing. Crusty bread, gooey cheese, dripping with all kinds of deliciousness. Woo! It is spicier than you would think, but tastier than you would imagine. I'm definitely gonna need a cold beer. Now let's get a taste of the pizza. Peter, the owner here, grew up in the pizza business. He's been making pizzas his whole life. At the original Brothers in Dracut, they do a Greek-style pizza, but here in Tewksbury, they decided to do something different, so they're doing a thin-crust, New York-style Italian pizza. For all those great Italian flavors, you gotta get the soprano pizza. I mean, can you beat the combination of a thin crust, sweet sauce, ricotta cheese, pepperoni, sausage, everything that you love? You want to try something deliciously different? Try the prosciutto alla vodka pizza. The dough is made fresh, proofed overnight, and it is hand stretched. They cover it in that creamy homemade vodka sauce. Then you got two kinds of cheese, shredded mozzarella, and then the little balls of fresh mozzarella as well. After a few minutes in the oven, it comes out, and then on top, you get some very thinly sliced imported prosciutto. Add a little fresh basil over the top. Very little flop, but a lot of flavor, that is for sure. From now on, if I'm eating prosciutto on a pizza, it has to be with vodka sauce, 100%. That is a masterpiece. Listen, I'm a sports bar kind of guy, and this is definitely my kind of sports bar. And as much as I love my own Brothers, I think I love this Brothers even more. Brothers Sports Bar and Grill in Tewksbury, Massachusetts.